Welcome back to Mythology and Lore. This is the tale of Perseus, born of prophecy, hunted from birth, and destined to face monsters both mortal and divine. From a prison of bronze to the edge of the known world, he would defy kings, slay legends, and carve his name into the stars. In the kingdom of Argos, King Acrisius feared the future. Growing old without a male heir, he sought answers from the Oracle of Delphi, the high priestess of Apollo and speaker of the fates. He entered the smoky chamber, and there she sat, Pythia, ancient and unmoved, lips curled in a knowing smile.
I am Acrisius, king of Argos, son of Abas. I come for truth.
I know who you are, king, brother slayer. The fates have already spoken.
Then speak plainly. Will I have a son?
No, only a daughter, Danae. She will bear a son, and that boy will be your undoing.
Acrisius reeled. The son he craved would never come. Instead, a grandson, one destined to kill him.
No, I won't let that happen.
And with that, he left the oracle behind, already planning how to stop fate itself.
You can't outrun what is written.
Back in Argos, King Acrisius acted quickly. Determined to stop the prophecy, he imprisoned his daughter Danae in a tower of solid bronze. No doors, no windows, only a small skylight open to the heavens. Danae, young and alone, sat in silence. The days passed. The only voice she heard was her own.
Why, Father? I've done nothing.
But not even bronze can keep out a god. One night, a golden light slipped through the skylight. It circled Danae like mist, warm and glowing.
What is this?
It was Zeus, king of Olympus, come to her in divine form. No prison could keep him out, and from that meeting, a child was conceived. Months passed. Alone, Danae gave birth to a son, Perseus. But a baby's cry cannot be hidden. The guards heard. Word reached the king.
How? Who touched you?
No one mortal. It was Zeus.
Acrisius stared at the child. He didn't dare kill the boy, not if he was touched by the gods, but he wouldn't risk raising him either.
If the gods want you alive, let them keep you.
He had a wooden chest built, sealed Danae and baby Perseus inside, and threw it into the sea.
Hold on. My son.
And so the sea took them, not to death, but to destiny. Days later, the chest washed ashore on the island of Seriphos. By fate or by divine will, it was found by a fisherman named Dictys, kind, humble, and brother to the island's king.
By the gods, you're alive!
My child, please.
Dictys took them in. No questions, no conditions. He and his wife raised Perseus like their own. Perseus grew quickly, strong, restless, hungry for adventure. He knew he was born for more than casting nets and cleaning fish.
There's something in me. I feel it. I'm meant for more.
But while Perseus dreamed, danger returned. King Polydectes, Dictys's brother, took Danae into his household, not as a guest, but as property. When Perseus returned, he saw her face and knew.
He will answer for this.
Don't. I'm safe now. Please. Don't give him a reason.
Perseus stood down, but Polydectes, threatened by the young man's strength, devised a way to get rid of him. At a royal banquet, all were expected to bring gifts. Perseus came empty-handed.
No tribute for your king?
I'll fetch you a gift worthy of the gods. I'll bring you the head of Medusa.
The hall fell silent. Medusa, the Gorgon whose gaze turned men to stone. Polydectes smiled. The plan had worked. Perseus was as good as dead. Perseus left Seriphos alone, bound by a reckless vow to slay Medusa and bring back her head. But he had no map, no plan, only instinct. Then the world went quiet. From the mist, a figure stepped onto the sea, calm, armored, radiant, Athena, goddess of wisdom and war. daughter of Zeus.
Perseus, your blood speaks loudly. I've come to guide you.
Goddess, I don't know where to begin.
You will kill Medusa, but not yet. First, you must find the Grey Eye, 3 sisters who see with one eye. They'll show you the way.
She raised her hand, and with her came gifts. From Hermes, winged sandals to carry him faster than the wind, and a curved sword that once slew a 100-eyed giant, and from Athena herself, a shield polished like a mirror.
Look only at her reflection. One direct glance, and you die.
And with a nod, the goddess vanished. Perseus rose into the sky, wind roaring past, sword at his side, shield on his back. His true quest had begun. Far from men and gods, Perseus found the Grey Eye, 3 ancient sisters who shared one eye and one tooth between them, pale, blind, and whispering riddles into the cold.
We smell him, the one who seeks death.
I seek Medusa. Tell me how to find her.
Instead, they laughed. So Perseus snatched their single eye mid-pass.
Thief! Thief!
Tell me or stay blind.
They caved. Medusa's lair lay far west, beyond the edge of the known world, but he'd need more than weapons to survive it. They gave him 2 final relics, a pouch stitched by Hades, which could carry anything, even a severed Gorgon head, and the helmet of invisibility, said to hide even from death itself.
Slay her if you must, but her sisters cannot die. Don't linger.
Perseus gave back the eye, and took to the skies. Soon he reached a great peak, not a mountain, but a titan. Atlas, doomed to hold up the sky.
Who disturbs my burden?
I seek the Gorgons. Point me west, and I'll grant you peace.
Atlas agreed, but on one condition.
When you return, show me her face. End my suffering.
I will.
With the final path revealed, Perseus flew toward the island where monsters slept. At the edge of the world, Perseus reached the island of Sarpedon, a place untouched by time. Shadows clung to the rocks. Statues littered the shore, frozen mid-scream. He landed silently, helmet of Hades hiding him from sight. He would not face Medusa head-on. That would mean death. He crept forward, using Athena's shield as a mirror. In it, he saw them. The 3 Gorgons, asleep in a nest of bones. 2 were monstrous, but one, Medusa, still held a trace of her former beauty. A beauty twisted by her curse. Her eyes fluttered, the snakes twitched. "Who's there?" Perseus didn't speak. He raised the Argus Slayer, shut his eyes, and struck. Medusa's head hit the ground, eyes still glowing. From her neck burst 2 beings, the winged horse Pegasus and the warrior Chrysaor. Perseus had no time to wonder. The other 2 Gorgons were beginning to wake. He snatched the head, stuffed it into Hades' pouch, and launched into the sky. Claws raked the air behind him. He felt one nick his heel, but he didn't stop, didn't turn, didn't breathe, until the island vanished behind clouds. He had slain the monster. But one promise remained. Perseus flew east, Medusa's head sealed tight in the pouch. As he neared the western mountains, the air thickened, and the land groaned beneath the weight of the sky. There stood Atlas, the Titan cursed to hold the heavens on his shoulders.
You've returned. Do you carry what you promised?
Yes, the Gorgon is dead.
Then show me her face. Let this torment end.
Perseus opened the pouch and revealed Medusa's head. Atlas turned to stone, willingly. His form became mountain, his burden finally lifted. Even in death he stood tall, a monument to suffering endured. Perseus continued his flight, the air calmer now. But peace wouldn't last. A new sound caught his ear. Crying. A woman's voice. desperate, alone. He turned toward the sound and saw her. Chained to a rock above a raging sea stood Andromeda, her clothes torn, her face streaked with salt and fear, sacrificed to appease the sea god Poseidon.
Why are you bound like this?
My mother's pride angered the gods. This is the price.
Not today.
From the ocean depths rose Cetus, a massive sea beast, jaws wide, tentacles flailing. Perseus met it mid-air, slashing with Hermes' blade, but the beast kept coming. Then he remembered what he carried.
Cover your eyes!
He drew out Medusa's head. The beast looked and froze mid-lunge, turned to stone. It crashed into the sea, shattered. The sky cleared. The storm broke. Andromeda stared at him, breathless.
You saved me!
You won't face another monster alone.
The people of Joppa rejoiced. The sea was calm. The princess was alive. And the monster was gone. King Seriphos, overjoyed to see his daughter unharmed, welcomed Perseus as a savior.
You've given us peace. Ask anything.
Then, give me her hand, if she's willing.
I am.
The wedding followed swiftly. For a moment it seemed the hero's story had found its happy ending, but that night, as Perseus lay beside his bride, another voice returned.
You've done well, but one duty remains. Your mother.
Danae was still in chains back in Seriphos, and Polydectes still ruled. Perseus rose before dawn. The gods' gifts were gone, but one weapon remained. Medusa's head. Perseus returned to Seriphos with Andromeda at his side, but no celebration waited. The streets were quiet. The palace gates shut. He went first to the temple of Athena. A priest told him what he feared.
Polydectes has reclaimed your mother, claims you're dead. No one dares oppose him.
Perseus said nothing. He walked straight to the palace. Inside, Polydectes feasted with his court. At his side stood Danae, silent and pale.
Your gift, king. I've brought it.
You survived.
Danae, shield your eyes.
Medusa's head turned them all to stone. The king, the nobles, every last guard. Only Danae remained, finally free. Perseus named Dictys the new king, a man of honor, a ruler Seriphos could trust. His final task on the island complete. With Danae free and Andromeda at his side, Perseus sailed to Argos, his birthplace. He came in peace, hoping to bury old hatred. But King Acrisius, the man who cast him into the sea, had already fled. Fearful of prophecy, he vanished before Perseus arrived. In Larissa, a festival was underway. Games, feasting. Among the crowd, Acrisius watched in disguise. Perseus entered a discus contest. He threw, clean, powerful, but a gust of wind caught it. It veered into the crowd, struck an old man, dead before he hit the ground. Perseus rushed forward and saw the truth.
Grandfather.
The prophecy had come true, not by hatred, not by revenge, but by fate. After Acrisius's death, the people of Argos offered Perseus the throne, but he refused.
This land came at too great a cost.
Instead, he traded kingdoms with King Megapenthes, taking a peaceful region nearby. There he founded the city of Mycenae, where he ruled wisely and raised a family with Andromeda. When his time came, the gods honored him. Perseus was placed in the stars, a reminder that while fate may guide your path, courage writes the legacy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.